Good morning dear students. In today's video I'm going to show you the use of painting tools in Adobe Photoshop. Okay, so without waiting, let's start with the software. This is Photoshop window, and as I explained you earlier, I told you earlier that for opening any image here in Photoshop, just double click on this area. This window will appear from where you can choose the location of your picture, and you can select the location. Like I'm going to open this desert pic, is given in your book also. Okay, so now in this image I will show you the use of some painting tools. Okay, if you all remember that I told you that this box in toolbox, this one, these all are painting tools that we use for painting purpose. Okay, so let's start with the brush tool. This is the brush tool. Okay, so let's start with the brush tool. So using brush tool we can fill smooth strokes or any pattern in the foreground of the image. So for that, first you have to select the area which you want to fill using brush tool. So I'm just selecting the area first. As I'm going to select the hill. Okay, so I have just selected the hill. This portion I have selected. Okay, now I want to change the color of that hill. So click on this foreground color option and choose the color which you want to fill. Like I'm going to fill the color, you can choose any shade. Okay, so for showing you practical, I'm choosing this very different shade, so it will be clearly visible to you. You can see the change and click on OK. Now this color has been selected. Here you all can see purple color I have chosen here. Okay, and now you can choose the brush. Okay, so from this brush you can choose brush tool, and you can choose pencil tool also. So first I am choosing brush tool, and now from this context menu you can choose the pattern which you want to fill. Like this is the list of all the available patterns for brush. You can choose any pattern. You can choose these kinds of patterns also, but I'm choosing the simple one, so I'm going with this pattern. Okay, double click there and you can increase the size of your brush. Like you can see right now this circle of the brush is very small. You can increase it, it will fill color fast. Okay, it's okay now. So I have chosen this brush. Okay, this is my brush size. Okay, now I'm maximizing the picture. Okay, now I'm going to fill the color. I am just zooming the picture. Okay, now start with it. So it will fill the selected area of the hill. You can see it's changing the color of the selected area wherever the hill is selected. So it's changing the color because it's applied on the different color. That's why the shade of the color is changed here. Okay, now it is filled in the selected part. Now you can press Ctrl+D to deselect the part. Okay, you can see the shade has filled in this hill. Okay, now the second tool is the pencil tool, and is a part of color tool. Using pencil you can draw freehand on the screen. If you want to draw anything, you can choose pencil and you can draw. Okay, like this you can do. You can choose the thickness of the pencil and you can do it. Okay, so now I will show you the use of next tool, which is the color replacement tool. See, in your books is given color replacement tool, but in this version of Photoshop we have this tool with different name, which is called the color history brush. Okay, so for history brush tool, this brush tool is used to brush the history. Means like you have make changes in the color of that hill, but if you want to revert it, so for that you can use the history brush tool, which erase your history. Okay, so now I will show you. I have chosen this history brush option. Okay, now I am from here, I am just increasing the thickness of the brush. I increase the thickness of brush. Okay, now you can see this is the thickness of brush. Now I'm moving it on the screen. Now see the change as I'm moving it here in the sky, so it's making no change. But as I'm coming to the hill, you can see it's erasing the formatting that you did. Okay, it erases the formatting that you did. Only you do not need to select any area, automatically it erases your history. Okay, so I hope the use of this brush, uh, the history brush tool, is clear to you. Okay, now let's move to the next tool, which is spot healing tool. So for this tool I have to choose another picture, so I am just double clicking on the screen one picture I had saved on my desktop for showing you practical use of this healing tool. Okay, now, okay, this picture I have stored. Okay, this is the picture. First I have to increase the size little. So okay, now I had zoom this picture. Okay, now for using this healing tool, just click there. It is used to hide the spots in any image if you want to clear spots in any image. So for that you can use this healing brush tool. So select the tool first and then choose the color from the image which you want to fill, which you want to heal the picture. Okay, like there are red spots are there, you want to cover these spots with this skin color, this particular where the circle is. So just used alt and click. Okay, now this color has been chosen. Now wherever you will click, like see I'm clicking here, so it's changing the spot color. I hope you all can observe the change. It just healing the color. Okay, just by clicking on the spot you can heal it. See, it's healing it with the color that I choose as the source point. Okay, so this is how you can heal the spot. Okay, you can choose any shade, like if you want to choose this shade, so you can click, you can press alt and click. You can choose this source point also. So now when you will click here, so it will heal the color with this selected color. Okay, see, smoothly it's healing the spot. Okay, so this is how you can choose this healing brush tool. Okay, spots are very much light. If you want to make these spots more lighter, so you can apply it again and again, and you can choose any source point, the color that you want to fill. Okay, so I hope now it's clear to you. Now let's come to the next tool, which is the clone stamp tool. Clone stamp tool, this is called the clone stamp tool. It has two options, clone stamp tool and pattern stamp tool. Using this clone stamp tool, you can make clone of any picture, okay, by selecting the source point, and using this pattern stamp tool you can fill any pattern in the picture. Okay, so I'm just closing this picture now, and no, okay, I'm saving it. Okay, now I'm opening new picture. So first I have to choose any other picture. Okay, wait, okay, I'm choosing these tulips. Okay, so for showing you the use of clone stamp tool, okay, just click on this tool and choose this first one, clone stamp tool. Now you have to select the source point. Source point means the part of image whose clone you want to make. Okay, so press alt plus enter key. Okay, alt and enter key. Okay, now this is the source point where the blue circle is. Now just I am dragging the mouse over here. See, as you will drag it over the image, then you can see according to the selected source point, it's creating the clone of that image. You can see as I'm moving down in the picture, so it's also moving down. Okay, so this is the use of clone tool. Wherever you will move, now see where the source point is, it is here. Okay, so wherever the source point will be, it will create the clone of that image. Okay, so this is the use of the clone tool. Okay, see, this is creating the same pattern, you can see. Okay, okay, now let me show you another tool, which is the second option in this clone sample tool, pattern stamp tool. Okay, so by choosing this tool you can fill pattern in the image. So for this, first what you can do, you can select